look around you now. Heart's still young, but I'm caught in an early chain. Oh, and I'm not the same. Oh, and I'm the same. Oh, 'cause a lot has changed. Oh, now we're saying names. Present. Now I can never forget it. By the light shining that quiet city, like a lighthouse in a blackout. Why? I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't know. No, I still believe in gold. I still believe in gold. I still want to try. That's another song for y'all to listen to. Go check out Gold by Maraba. So important right now. So important right now. That song is actually all the way in alignment with the topic for today. Gold. I believe in gold. Hey. Make sure y'all go listen to that Gold by Maraba. And what she is talking about is she believes in the gold that is herself. You are gold. You are gold. And your gold is directly connected to your purpose. I believe in gold. Hey. What is up? I want y'all to take a brief moment right now to one, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I needed that. Hopefully you benefit from that. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You need that right now. And then next, I want you to go ahead and like and share the video. Do me that kind gesture and like and share the video. Oh, look around you now. I feel the world ways where I was before. Oh, and I'm not the same. Oh, and I'm not the same. Oh, 'cause a lot has changed. Oh, now we're saying names. If you've ever had a session with me, whether it be a consultation or a coaching session, you already know that music is the portal, music is the gateway to my work. Music is something that I use in all of my spiritual work. Like I just have to do it. And music is something that I'm so passionate about. It goes hand in hand with purpose, because in operating my purpose, I use the vessel, the spirit of music to connect with my clients. It's so amazing. Like it's so amazing. Y'all go listen to the song Gold. If Maraba sings the song, I'm gonna type it in the chat. MEREBA, gold. I believe in gold. And what she's talking about is she believes in her own gold. She believes in herself. And she's tired of the rat race of the 9 to 5. She says, what does she say? Kept us tired chasing the dime. I want to get the words right. She says, fell in the trap that they set for us. Thank you, Spirit, for giving it to me. She said, fell in the trap that they set for us. Kept us tired, chasing the dime, waiting on lunch. Oh, but we're not the same. Oh, no, we're not the same. Oh, 'cause a lot has changed. She says, kept us tired, chasing the dime, waiting on lunch. I've been there before. Be like, I've got to go to this job. I'm ready for lunchtime because that's my little 30 minutes of peace, of uninterruption. And then especially as a teacher, like you needed that time. Like me, when I was teaching, that lunchtime, I got out the building. I had to leave the building itself. Kept us tired, chasing the dime, waiting on lunch. Oh, but we're not the same. Oh, no, we're not the same. We're not the same. And it's so dope. Even Lauryn Hill. How many of y'all went and listened to the song Nobody? I told y'all on Monday. That y'all needed to go listen to Nobody by Nas. And I told you that even more specifically, you needed to go listen to Lauryn Hill's verse. Sis just went off for 2 minutes straight. And she really talked about purpose, because she said the anointed can pursue their own direction, meaning when you are connected to spirit, you can pursue your own direction. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. But you got to be willing to take risks. You can't want this life of luxury. You cannot want this life of greatness and not be willing to take risks and not be willing to put in the labor. You want the glitz and the glam, but you're not willing to put in the labor. My girl said, my awareness like Keanu in the Matrix. Oh my God. She says, I'm out here saving souls and y'all complaining about my lateness. She says, now let me give it to you balancing with clarity. I don't have to turn myself into a parody. I don't do the shit you do for popularity. Oh, my sis killed it. My sis killed it. She says, when you keep what you know is meant for someone else, the hole you dug for them, you might end up in yourself. Something like that. Something of that nature. So when we are talking about rediscovering your purpose, we're talking about your internal gold, your internal light, your internal greatness. We're talking about you sharing the wisdoms that you've gained through your life experiences, present and past. We are talking about you, girl, Hathor, you better keep it on repeat. It's so healing. That song is so healing. Lauryn Hill's verse. All my time has been focused on my freedom now. She said, I got my legs beneath me. I got my hands back. When you get your legs beneath you, you think about a boxer. When a boxer is boxing, when a boxer is fighting and they lose their legs, they're really about to lose the fight because they're out of balance, they're out of whack, they leaning, they side to side, they don't have their legs beneath them. Sis said, I got my legs beneath me, like I'm standing on solid ground. I'm standing firm on who I am. She says, I got my hands back, meaning I'm on your ass. And I'm going after anything that I desire to have. Anyways, like I just said, music is one of the portals, one of the gateways into my healing realizations. And so if music is not your thing, it's okay. I'm just giving you things to go and listen to and engage with to possibly understand yourself at a deeper level. Let's go ahead and get into this content. Rediscovering your purpose. Rediscovering your purpose. Let's go ahead and get into the content. Rediscovering your purpose. Let's backtrack that up. Really, I left these pictures? Okay, well, at least we're gonna just see these people on these pictures. That's all good. That's all good. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you can see my screen. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you can see my screen. You should see something that says Rediscovering Your Purpose presentation by Desiree D. Ray Wise. While you guys are putting that thumbs up in the chat, giving me the confirmation that you can see my screen, let me say what's up to y'all. What's up, Nishaya? Hopefully I said that right. What's up? What's up, Eileen? What's up, Shay? What's up, King Lion? What's up, Shantae? Shantae. I appreciate my good sis Shantae because she sent me a journal that is going to be so great for the Sacred Sister Circle. I want you to know, Shantae, you're hearing it from my voice, not just through email. I love it. It's so perfect. It's so timely. It directly connects to what I need and what we need in the group, in the Sacred Sister Circle. So thank you so much for sending me that. We are going to explore and look at how to expand on that, how to get that, how every woman in the Sacred Sister Circle, when we launch this month, in a couple of days, we're going to look at how we can get all the women that journal. If not that journal, then something similar. Anu, what's up? What's up, babe? What's up, Stellar Jules? What's up, Divine Tosh? Of course, what's up, Hathor? What's up, Deja? What's up, Latha? What is up, Kali for Nia? What is up, Gemini Love? What is up, Lester Williams? What is up to y'all? Thank y'all for giving me the thumbs up. And thank y'all for being here with me right now. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like and share the video so that people can learn more about what we have going on. So again, y'all, I've been saying that we were going to do the Sacred Sister Circle, that we were going to launch on November 15th, but I changed my mind. We're going to launch on November 11th. We're going to launch on 11/11. And I'm going to leave the enrollment open until, let's say, November 15th, November 16th. We're going to do it like that. We're going to leave the launch open for 5 days for you to get enrolled in that time. Again, it's important for you to enroll now. November 11th, that's going to be the day that you get to enroll. It's important for you to enroll then, so that when we get into the month of December, I get to do all of my one-on-one sessions with every woman that is enrolled. And I get to really ask you questions about what it is that you are needing, what it is that you want to be manifesting in 2022. So in December, we're going to do one-on-one sessions with every woman that is enrolled in the Sacred Sister Circle. December. Also in December, we're going to have orientation. So it's going to be the first live session that we do with all the ladies, where I give you a complete rundown on how to optimize this membership. And then the first week in January, that is when we have our first official group live meeting, where we're getting into the spiritual work. Okay. So I want y'all to understand that the Sacred Sister Circle, November 11th, that's when you'll be able to start your enrollment. And then we're going to do one-on-one sessions all throughout December. We're going to have our live orientation in December. Then in January 2022, this is when we're going to get started. Like, I want to know what it is you are needing right now spiritually. I want to know what you feel like is missing spiritually. Is it your relationships? Is it your purpose? Is it your healing? That's the focus. The focus is on healing, it's on your relationships, and it's on living a life of purpose. And so if any one of those areas you feel blocked in, you definitely want to be a part of this membership, because it is a sacred space for spiritual women to heal, to connect, and to serve. And I'm going to tell y'all how all of that is going to happen. Let's jump into rediscovering your purpose. First, we got the quote, the Sacred Sister Circle Scribe. This is something that I need you spiritual women, you sacred women, you sacred sisters to live by. And that is, rediscovering my purpose is the pathway to peace, power, pleasure, and prosperity. Okay? Rediscovering my purpose is the pathway to peace, power, pleasure, and prosperity. Let me address something I just saw. So here's the thing. On my website, when you sign up to the community for the Sacred Sister Circle, you're really just signing up to receive the updates, to receive the emails. On November 11th, I am going to send out an email that says enrollment is open. When I send out that email that says enrollment is open, you'll be able to click the link and enroll in whatever tier of the membership you want to be a part of. Okay? There's 2 tiers. Okay? There are 2 tiers for the Sacred Sister Circle. The first one is just the basic tier, where you get to be in all the live meetings, you get all the content, you have access to our Teachable. In Teachable, this is where you're going to receive different rituals. This is where you're going to see spiritual practices. This is where you're going to receive spiritual content. This is where you're going to see all the links for our Zoom meetings. This is where you're just going to get all the information. And then, of course, like I said, you're going to be able to be a part of the live sessions that we do every week for 3 weeks out of the month. There are 4 weeks in every month. For 3 weeks out of the month, we're going to go live in a private group setting. The 4th week of the month is implementation. We're not going to have a session the 4th week in the month. That's the time for you to focus, recalibrate, tune into yourself. And then when we hit that next month, we pick back up on our sessions. Okay? So on my website right now, you're just signing up to be a part of the community to receive updates. And then November 11th, that is when you are going to receive an email. You're going to receive a link that is going to allow you to enroll. The second tier for the Sacred Sister Circle is a tier where you are going to have one-on-one sessions with me every month. So you're going to be a part of the live group. You're going to have the teachable. You're going to have access to our exclusive community where we're going to be messaging back and forth, where we're going to be able to have conversations at any time of the day. Then on Teachable, you have your assignments, you have your rituals, you have your content, you got your book references, you got everything that you need there. And then on top of that, you will have a one-on-one session with me every month outside of the group, just me and you talking, doing our thing. So those are the 2 tiers of the membership. We'll talk about that as we continue going through this process. Before November 11th, you're going to continue to have all the information that you need. All right. But rediscovering my purpose is the pathway to peace, power, pleasure, and prosperity. How many of you know that your abundance is directly connected to you operating from a place of purpose? How many of you know that the pleasure that you feel in life is directly connected to you operating from a place of purpose? How many of you know that your power, your impact, your influence is directly connected to you living a life of purpose? How many of you know that your peace is directly connected to you living a life of purpose? When you are in your purpose, you have peace because you know you are doing and fulfilling the role that you have been sent here to do. You have power because when you are in your purpose, you have influence over the world around you. You have influence on people. You have influence on your manifestations because you're operating from a place of purpose. You have pleasure because you are doing, when you are doing what it is you've been called to do, there's so much pleasure in that. Like when I do my sessions, when I do coaching sessions, my clients will tell you, I be doing all kinds of crazy, like I feel orgasmic, you know, no funny business or whatever, but no funny business. But when I am in my sessions, I have so much pleasure in it. I could be tired as hell. I could have my own life stuff going on. When I sit down to talk to women about spirituality, about healing, about transformation, it feels good. I mean, I feel fulfilled. I feel fulfilled in life. So purpose is directly connected to pleasure. And then lastly, purpose is obviously connected to prosperity. Because when you are operating in your purpose, you're building up a spiritual bank account. I'm going to talk to y'all about this. You're building up a spiritual bank account. The more your spiritual bank account overflows, the more your physical bank account overflows. Can I get an ashe in the chat? I'm telling you, operating in your purpose is how you manifest a life of fulfillment. A lot of times, the number one thing that stops people from feeling fulfilled in their life is that they don't know what their purpose is. And I'm going to tell y'all right now why that is. And I'm going to give you some practical steps to take to start understanding and really rediscovering what your purpose is. You don't have to find your purpose. You don't have to search for your purpose. You really just have to rediscover it. And I'm going to tell you how I know that that is true. You have to rediscover your purpose. Some of y'all act like purpose is something you have to do all of this stuff for. No, it's already within you. You were born with a purpose. You came here with that. All right. So, purpose. The ultimate goal in each lifetime is to connect more deeply with your divine sacred self. That's the ultimate goal, to connect more with your divine sacred self. Serving in your purpose is how you operate that connection between you and the divine. I need y'all to understand that. Serving in your purpose is how you operate that connection. Meaning, come on, Spirit. Meaning, when I am in tune with myself, I am putting to use that connection. Okay. When I'm having my healing sessions, I'm putting to use the connection that I have with my divine self. I'm putting that to use because my divine sacred self is what fuels my purpose, is what has given me the purpose, right? They say your purpose is your gift from God. Your purpose is your gift from God. And you are one with God. You are one with the divine. So when you're operating in your purpose, you're essentially utilizing the connection that you have to your sacred self. I need y'all to understand that. I need you to understand that your purpose is you operating your connection to your divine self. Because your purpose is directly connected to your own internal life. That's why I put this light bulb up here. This light bulb right here symbolizes to me, when it comes to purpose, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Aha. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Light is your divine sacred self. Light is your soul. Light is who you divinely are. You are a light being. And you letting that light shine is you letting your sacred self shine. You letting your light shine is you operating in your purpose. Okay? Knowing your purpose deals with understanding the role you play in this incarnation and how to function within it. Knowing your purpose is understanding the role you are meant to play right now and how to function within that role. So for me, in this lifetime, I am a healer. Not that I necessarily force healing upon you. I don't do that. What I do is through sacred conversation, through having a compassionate and empathetic ear, and I'm able to do that through my own connection to myself. But I am able to have conversations with women that causes them to initiate and implement their own healing. And so that's the role that I'm playing in this incarnation. That's the role that I'm playing. I'm playing a healer role. And I have multiple roles, just like you have multiple roles that you play. But in this incarnation, I'm having the healer role. My purpose is to heal. Now, how I function, how I operate that is through music. I just told you that earlier. It's through music. It's through sacred conversations. It's through developing the Sacred Sister Circle. It's through coaching. It's through giving women practical steps, practical guidance, giving women things that they can do to fortify themselves and to come into the fullness of who they divinely are. Okay? Your purpose is the gateway to being of sacred service. Your purpose is the gateway to being of sacred service. So here's the thing. First of all, let me know in the chat if y'all understand that point. Let me know in the chat if you understand that you have this divine light that you have to let shine. You letting that shine is you operating in your purpose. You operating in your purpose is directly related to you being connected to your divine sacred self. Let me know in the chat if we have an understanding of that before we actually even move on. Let me know in the chat. Your connection to yourself. You being connected to your own divine light. Okay? Not seeing y'all type nothing in the chat. I don't know what's going on here. Am I still here? Ain't no action going on. Okay, YouTube, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to keep talking to my people not here. Are y'all still here? Let me know in the chat. Thank you, Red Electric Skywalker. Thank you, Shantae. Thank y'all. I'm over here just waiting on y'all to respond. I'm like, damn, am I here or not? All right, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, spiritual women need to be of service, unconditionally and unrestricted. Spiritual women need to be of service, unconditionally and unrestricted. Like women have to nurture. Do y'all know that? Do you know? Okay, Nishaya, I wonder what you cooking. I'm hungry myself too. Spiritual women need to be of service. Spiritual women need to nurture, they need to nourish. And a lot of times, just working a job doesn't fulfill that need for nourishment, doesn't fulfill that need to nurture, doesn't fulfill that need to love on something. Do y'all women understand that? Do you women who are in the chat understand that it's a part of your nature, it's a part of your divinity to take care, to serve? Women are beings of service. Like I got a best friend named excuse me. I got a best friend named Eva. And she literally has to be of service. Like you don't have to ask her if she hears somebody says, man, I'm hungry. She's automatically going to go in the kitchen and start trying to find something to cook. Like that's the type of person that she is. So women naturally need to be of service. The catch is that we need to be of sacred service, because when we are of service, say just for money, when we're of service just for love and affection, when we have this yearn to just do for approval and for external validation, this is when we get drained. This is when we get drained. This is when we feel depleted. This is when we feel like we are in relationships that are not reciprocal. So women need to be of sacred service, meaning women need to be operating in their purpose. They need to be doing things that they love simply for the love of doing it. Not for financial gain, not for relationships, not for validation, not to be proved worthy enough, not to be proven valuable. You need to do something just for the love of that thing. For example, me talking to y'all on YouTube, before I even started actually coaching and consulting, I enjoyed the conversation of spirituality and healing just because. Like I literally would have these conversations for absolutely free. Like I don't have to be paid to do this, but because we live in a human world where money is what keeps you fed and keeps a roof over your head, that's one thing. I do it simply because I love it, and I'm grateful to Spirit to give me the capacity to be financially reciprocated for the energy and for the love that I give. Does that make sense? So women, spiritual women, have to find something to give, to serve as, for the love of it and for no other reason. That's why I said unrestricted and unconditionally. When I get on YouTube to talk about spirituality, I don't feel restricted in no way, shape, or form. And I'm doing it unconditionally. I'm doing it for the love of it. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. Spiritual women need that. When we don't have that, we feel like we're just merely existing. I'm just here. What am I here for? What am I here for? You question your value, you question your self-worth, you question all of those things because you've been trained to do what you do for the external validation, for the money, for the relationship, to make mommy and daddy happy. Okay, and it hasn't been pure of heart. So when we're talking about your purpose, we're talking about you being of sacred service unconditionally and unrestricted, and you doing the things that bring you joy. Why does it bring you joy? It brings you joy because you feel more connected with your divine sacred self. It brings you joy. It brings you peace, pleasure, power, and prosperity because it connects you to your divine sacred self. Because you're operating something that is so innate within you. Okay? So, when you are operating in your purpose, ladies and gentlemen, you are being of sacred service and you are utilizing your God-given gifts and talents. When you do this, you manifest pleasure, power, and prosperity because you are doing what it is that you're called to do. Not only that, this is how you manifest grace and mercy. How many of y'all know we need grace and mercy? How many of y'all know you need grace and mercy? Grace and mercy is what protects you. Grace and mercy is what is how you keep on making it through shit. And you be like, how, what, when, where, and why? Somebody else's situation would have turned out totally different than mine. When I thought my back was against the wall, when I thought I couldn't do it, when I thought shit wasn't manifesting for me, I had grace and I had mercy. I had grace and I had mercy. And the reason why I had grace, the reason why I had mercy is because I was operating in my purpose and I'm operating in my purpose. I'm doing what I'm called to do. So spirit is like, because you are doing spirit, ancestor, spirit guides, spirit team, whatever you want to call it, is like, I have to protect you because you are connecting with yourself and you're doing something that is so powerful, that is so impactful, that is so influential. It affects the world around you. The world around you is better because you are tuned into your purpose. The world around you is better because you are tuned into your purpose. So yeah, you've been having negative thoughts, you've been feeling depressed, you've been feeling down, but some way, somehow shit still works out for you. Somebody probably had ill intentions for you. Somebody probably was wishing negativity on you. Somebody was hating on you. Somebody was doing this. Somebody was doing this, but it still worked out for you. You stay winning. You stay winning. How do you stay winning? Because I'm operating in my purpose. You want to win? Put D-Ray in. You want to win? Tap into yourself. You want to win? Utilize your gifts and talents. You want to win? Operating your purpose. Even when situations seem like you don't know how it's going to work out, it is the operation of your purpose and being of sacred service that is always going to support you and put you in situations that ultimately make you better. Ashe. Ashe to that. Ashe to that. So think about the story of Oshun, too. Oshun nourishes, loves, gives, provides, heals. But when she was not being honored, when she was not being able to operate in her purpose, she stepped away from the ultimate creation of the world, right? She stepped away from fulfilling her role because she wasn't being appreciated for what she brought. They thought they could do it without her. And when she stepped away from her purpose, the world started crumbling around her. Things stopped being nourished. Life stopped being created. Babies stopped being born. All of this other stuff. Research the story of Oshun. This same thing happens with you, sis. This same thing happens with you. When you are not operating in your purpose, when you are not being of sacred service, when you are not doing the things that you've been called to do, the world around you seems to crash. You manifest blockages. Things are no longer flowing. Things are no longer with ease. Things just start crashing because you're not living in your purpose. Okay? So, again, I want y'all to understand that this is about rediscovering your purpose. You don't have to search for your purpose. We rediscover it because it has always been within us. We've simply forgotten. How many of you know that when you were a child, you knew exactly what you wanted to do, how you wanted to do it, how it was going to manifest? You did. You simply forgotten based off of your life experiences. Your life experiences have caused you to forget the trauma, the unresolved, issues, the belief systems. All of these things have caused you to forget what your purpose was and what your purpose is. But you were born here with it. And you were born here with it through your past lifetime experiences, okay? When you make the transition from one life, you are taking with you all of this knowledge, all of this wisdom, all of this understandings. You're taking with you a perception of the world, and you're taking with you gifts, you're taking with you talents, you're taking with you capabilities, you're also taking with you shortcomings from each past life. And you move through past lives utilizing your chakras. I need y'all to understand that. The chakras, I thought this book would have showed us a picture of it. The chakras are what make up your light body, right? The chakras are what makes up your energy, your holistic energy. And that energy goes with you from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. So in each lifetime, you already know where your greatness lies. In each lifetime, you already know where I'm not too good at that. In each lifetime, you already know what your gifts, your purpose, your talents are. You already know what it is. Okay? So again, what we're talking about is rediscovering your purpose, rediscovering it. You're going to do that by analyzing past lifetimes. I'm so excited because in the Sacred Sister Circle, we're going to have Miyoshi come in one of these months, and she's going to take us through a quick meditation that's going to help you to discover your past life, whichever one is most important for you right now. Okay? She's going to help you to do that. I know one of my purposes and one of the roles that I am fulfilling in this lifetime is really one of mothering, but not only mothering myself, not only mothering my children, but mothering other mothers. I know for a fact in a past life that I was a midwife. Okay? And so I use and operate that gift, which is why a lot of times, even when I speak to women older than me, they always say, I just feel like I just feel like you have this mothering, loving energy. Like, even when you have to tell me things that I don't necessarily like, I'm able to receive it from you because it feels like I'm talking to a big mama, a great mama. Okay? But that gift, that talent to connect with people in that way, to connect with women in that way, comes from past life experiences. Okay? So as you are rediscovering your purpose, it's important for you to know that you ain't figuring out nothing new. See, when you have the idea that you have to figure out something new, that's discouraging. When you feel like you don't know your purpose, that is what stops you from discovering it. So for all of you who don't know in what way, shape, or form you're supposed to be operating in your purpose, stop saying, I don't know my purpose, and start saying, I'm rediscovering it. When you say you don't know, this is a spell you are casting over yourself. When you say you don't know, this is a spell you are casting over yourself. I don't know my purpose. That is a spell, because words are powerful. Words are swords. So stop saying that. Start saying I'm rediscovering it, because you do already know it. You are an infinite being with so much knowledge, with so much wisdom. You know your purpose, you've simply forgotten it. So even saying I'm remembering my purpose has a different power than I don't know my purpose. It's a different power, okay? You rediscover your purpose by looking deeper into your gifts and talents. You rediscover your purpose by looking deeply into your gifts and talents. What things flow naturally to you? Talking is something that's easy for me to do. I can talk to anybody, hence why I'm a spiritual healing coach. I can talk to anybody about things that may scare people sometimes. For example, I went to go get my nails done. A couple of days ago, and I'm talking to this young girl. She's a young Black and Hispanic girl. She's a Black mixed girl, a woman of color, let's say that. She's like 10 years younger than me, 10 years younger than me, doing my nails. And we're talking, in some way, somehow, we started talking about her mother wounds. She was like, she literally says to me, she says, usually when people come and get their nails done by me, it's like their therapy session. But she's like, me doing your nails is like my therapy session. And in that moment, I was like, oh yeah, I know, I just be operating in my purpose. It's a gift of mine. I literally told her, I said, yeah, I have a way of being able to do that. Of my energy is so comfortable for people to talk about things that may have hurt them, trauma, all of that stuff like that. It's a natural gift of mine. And so when I discovered that I can have a conversation that can go from 0 to 100, that can start off very surface level, and then before you know it, we talking about goals, we talking about hurt, we talking about pain. Before you know it, we're all the way there. When I discovered that was a gift, I also discovered that is a part of my purpose, to have sacred conversations that help people to expand their minds. So I'll ask you, what is a gift or a talent that you have? What is a gift or a talent that you have? I love that, Mystic Storm Spirituality. Mother, mother, that's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 you know we've got to find a way to bring back some loving here today. Oh, picket lights. Y'all know that song. Don't punish me with brutality, so you can see, oh, what's going on. Yeah, what's going on. So some of y'all are putting some of y'all natural gifts and talents in the chat. Thank you. So now the question that you ask yourself is, how does that translate? How do I function within that? So Victory of Love, you say, I can rap. So when we're saying I can rap, what we really are saying is I know how to string words together. I know how to create images. I know how to create pictures. I know how to create understanding through the utilization of my words. I'm a wordsmith. The next layer to that is, how do I use that? How do I function within that? How do I give that back? That's the next step. That's the next step. Okay? Teaching, meaning you can get people to understand certain concepts. Now, how do you utilize that function? What do you teach them specifically? Right? And how does what you teach influence them, empower them up to connect more deeply with themselves. Counseling, meaning I am a listening ear. I can give people practical guidance, practical steps on how to transform, how to heal, how to let go, how to release, how to become their best selves. Okay? So it's good to understand and know what the gift is, but now you ask yourself, how do I use that as a function to help people to come to a deeper connection with the divine that dwells within them? How do I use that gift? How do I use that talent? How do I use that skill to support people in unlocking their divinity, their power, their purpose? Okay. I can read people. Unfortunately, I've only seen the negative or even look for it. It's a gift, but I've somehow poisoned it. Jernetta, I want to first tell you that that is so powerful for you to be able to express that, because it is the expression in that allows you to overcome that and to gain a new perspective, to gain a new understanding. Okay? So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for being able to share that. Secondly, in that, I would ask you, how can you start all over? Secondly, I would ask you, how can you start all over? How can you start afresh? How can you start anew with that gift and talent? How can you hit a reset button? How can you hit restart? How can you hit rewind when it comes to that gift and that talent? So a lot of y'all got gifts and talents, and it'll take me forever to go into all of it. Because even mystic storm spirituality, I want to talk to you about yours, but it's too much. It'll get way too deep. But I would caution you, mystic storm spirituality, I would caution you to not take on pain as your own. Like, though I have that gift and that talent as well, but ultimately you take away the opportunity for people to do their own work. It is not meant for you to transmute everybody's pain, everybody's trauma. It's not meant for you to do that. Just because you have the gift, the skill of doing it, doesn't mean you're supposed to. Because what happens is you block another person's opportunity to heal. Because at the end of the day, you taking on their trauma, you taking on their pain does not necessarily mean that they learned the lesson. And if you are blocking them from learning the lesson, that's a problem. Okay? So in some situations, yes. I vividly remember going to my mom's house. She was about to have a procedure the next day. We went to her house. We had a whole experience. My mom kind of fell out on the floor. She was very emotional, very overtaken by spirit. And I vividly remember rubbing my hands together and laying my hands on her belly. And all of her pain went into my hands. I could feel all the shame, all the guilt, all the heartache. I could feel everything in my hands. I took on my mom's pain. I took it on because I had the power to transmute it. And so I was able to, when that happened, after I absorbed that pain, it happened that night. I immediately came home and took a spiritual bath. I took a spiritual bath, and then I had a dream that everything with my mom and the procedure that she was going into was going to be good. It was going to be okay. It was going to be successful. So I was able to do that. But at the end of the day, I can't. And so you literally have to practice. And you said it's been unconscious. So I get that. I 100% get that. So it's about now becoming conscious of when your energy shifts when you are around certain people, and then not taking ownership of that. Because at the end of the day, you'll look up and you got different aches, pains, and ailments in your body, and you like, where the hell does this come from? You looking at your body, and you looking into your mind and your emotions, and you're like, what is this? Okay. So give people the opportunity to do their healing work. Just become conscious of that aspect. That aspect. Let me allow people to become conscious and aware of their own spiritual work. They have to do it. All right. One day this week, next week, it's already Friday. One day next week, though, I'm gonna come on live, and we are going to have more conversations like this, where we just get to talk, where I don't literally have information to get through. I want to just talk to y'all about what y'all have going on. Maybe even a live Q&A like we did last time. So next time, and y'all excuse these pictures, honey. Embrace the fashion, because I did not change them when I was making this, but it is what it is. All right. So next week we're gonna do a live Q&A. So y'all get prepared for that. I want all of y'all to come back. Shantae, Mystic Storm, Nashaya, Red Electric Skywalker, Love Sky 99. I want all of y'all, Jernetta, I want all of y'all to come back so we can have a conversation specifically about you operating in your purpose, and we can kind of debunk and kind of break down some of the things that may be stopping you from living in it and operating in it in the most optimal way. Okay. So I'm going to put that I'm going to put that on YouTube somewhere so that you will know when we're going to do that, and so you can show up and come through. So here's the 3 things that you have to value in order for you to really operate that purpose and rediscover your purpose. The first thing is that you have to explore. You need to think about what brings you pleasure and what brings you pain. Your pain is connected to your purpose as well. Okay? Your pain is also connected to your purpose. When you can work through that pain, you'll discover your purpose, because you're going to teach people how to overcome certain things. Your purpose is about helping people to overcome. It is not enforcing it on them. It is not making them do something. It is supporting them. It is triggering them. It is opening them up to transformation, opening them up to what they can do, what they can have, what they can be. But in order for you to do that, though, you have to first explore yourself. How did you overcome certain pains, certain experiences to be better? Some of y'all said that you're a teacher. You probably manifested becoming a teacher because you probably had some badass teachers in your experience, and you're like, okay, no, I can't do this. There's a better way that you can educate. There's a better way to teach. I manifested this purpose of healing because in past lives, I had a lot of heartache, I had a lot of pain. Had a lot of heartache, had a lot of pain. In this present life, as a kid, I had a lot of heartache, I had a lot of pain. And I had to overcome a lot of that through the exploration of myself. And so as I explored myself, this is what I've been able to give back to you through my own self-exploration. So the very first thing in rediscovering your purpose is to explore you. Explore your pleasure and explore your pain. See, now I find pleasure in having these conversations. I find pleasure in discussing how to overcome pain, how to heal, how to transform. After you explore yourself, the next thing that you must do is learn to express. So how can you creatively communicate through mind, body, and spirit your wisdom? Some of you communicating your wisdom through your experience may come through movement. Maybe you're a yoga teacher, you teach people how to get in these poses. Some of you may communicate your wisdom through making concoctions. You express yourself through being creative. Okay? Some of you may creatively be able to communicate your wisdom through energy work. But some way, somehow, you have to learn to express what it is you've learned and you've gained through your life experience. Express. If you struggle with the expression of your wisdom, this is what's blocking you from manifesting or rediscovering your purpose. You have to be able to express. Lastly, you need to be able to engage. So how can you become interested in the people around you? The people around you will trigger and awaken an interest that has always been within you. The people around you will trigger and awaken an interest that has always been around you. So watching my videos is going to trigger something in your mind. Having a conversation with somebody is going to awaken something that is within you that's always been there, but you forgot it was there. So 3 things that you must do in order to rediscover your purpose is explore. Explore yourself. Go within. 2, express. Express your wisdom. Express your creativity. Communicate through some form or fashion. Communicate what you've gained, what you know. Communicate those gifts and talents, okay? Express those gifts and talents. 3rd, you need to engage. You need to interact with other people. You cannot keep this shit to yourself. If you keep it to yourself, you're gonna walk into a hole. You're gonna end up in a hole. You keep it to yourself. Okay? You must be able to engage with others. You must be able to gain value from others. You must be willing to give value to others. You're not doing this alone. You're not doing it alone. You're not meant to. So 3 things: explore, express, engage. Explore, express, engage. Explore yourself. Express yourself. Now engage in that exploration and expression with other people. Your purpose is not meant for you, boo. You use it on yourself, absolutely. But most importantly, it's for the people around you. It's for the people who you come in contact with. Got it? So in the Sacred Sister Circle, this is a sacred space for spiritual women to heal, connect, and serve. This is where we're going to talk all things spirituality, healing, relationships, and purpose. Through our sacred conversations, you will explore yourself, because I'm going to say something that's going to trigger you, for good or for bad. I'm going to say something that's going to make you feel some type of way. It just is what it is. I have to do that so that you can explore you. Why am I feeling this way? Why does this feel good? Why does this feel bad? Why does this resonate with me? Why does this not resonate with me? Why does this make me feel good? Why does this piss me off? Either way, it's going to give you answers about you. In the Sacred Sister Circle, you're going to have opportunities to express yourself. You have to talk to me, boo. And you have to talk to other women who are on the same path as you. So one, that you know you're not crazy. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. You're not alone. None of those things. And if you feel like you are misunderstood and people don't understand what it is that you're expressing, I would challenge you to go beyond words. See, in the Sacred Sister Circle, it's not about what you say, it's about how you feel. Feminine energy. See, a lot of y'all be concerned about the words that people use and not going beyond that. You gotta go beyond the words. Think about Nina Simone. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. You gotta go beyond the words. People are gonna perceive words however they perceive them. The meanings of people's words are always different. Deeper than the words is the feeling, the connection, the resonance. That's what you got to understand. And if you're focused on word choice, then you're only focusing on the mental, and you're only focusing on the ego, and you're missing the spirit, which resonates from the heart and the intuition. So in the Sacred Sister Circle, you're going to be able to express yourself from the heart and know that you are heard, you are seen, you are appreciated. Whether we agree with what you're saying or not, if you can train yourself to be vulnerable and speak from the heart, you're always going to connect with someone because you are expressing truth. And truth is not something that has to be understood or not understood or blah, blah, all of that good stuff like that. Truth stands for itself. It is what it is. And then lastly, in the Sacred Sister Circle, you're going to get to engage, earnestly engage, honestly engage, okay? All right. So I look forward to seeing y'all. Like I said, on Monday, let's do a live question and answer at the same time. On Monday, we're going to do a live Q&A at the same time. We're going to talk about spirituality, healing, relationships, whatever it is you want to talk about. Be there or be square. Be there or be square, okay? So, Sacred Sister Circle, November 11th, you're going to receive an email that says, Sacred Sister Circle open for enrollment. When you receive that email, you go and enroll whichever tier you want to enroll in. Get it popping, November 11th, November 11th. Up until that day, you're going to continue to receive information and guidance about it, all right? To make sure you are a part of that email list, make sure that you go ahead, you go to my website and it says Sacred Sister Circle Community. Put your email address in right there so that you know that you received the emails. That's all you got to do. Once you are opted in to receive those emails, when it's time for enrollment, you are going to receive an email that says enrollment is open. You understand? All right. So I love y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Rediscover your purpose by tapping into those past lives, looking at your gifts and talents, explore yourself, express yourself, and engage